I find it crazy that Dio made a plan to get to heaven, and not only did he almost succeed in doing it, it went exactly how he prophesized it within his diary. The exact directions he gave Poochie to follow, Poochie followed them to a T, and that caused Poochie to activate all 3 elevations of his quote-unquote stand. Yep, in today's video, we're going to talk about the heaven plan and the green baby. Those 2 things in particular, because I feel like there's not that many videos on those 2 things, at least not that many that come out in this day and age. But we have to talk about 2 important parts before we even get to the ending of this video: the contents and how the corresponding events transpired. Because in Dio's diary, even though we don't know everything he said in there, we do know a good portion of what the heaven plan actually is. Now, the important thing about Dio's diary is that there are literally only 2 canonical people that actually saw the diary in real life. Well, 3 canonical people that saw the diary in real life and like looked in the contents, which was Poochie, Dio, and Jotaro. But the plan goes as follows. What you can find beyond the powers of my stand is where you need to go in order to find heaven. What you need is a trustworthy friend. He must be someone capable of controlling his own desires. He must be someone who is not interested in political power, fame, wealth, or sexual desires, and who will choose the will of God before the law of humans. Will I, Dio, be able to meet someone like this one day? What I also need is the lives of more than 36 humans who have sinned, because those who have sinned harbor a strong power within. There are 14 phrases that one must keep in mind. I'm about to name these, right? Spiral staircase, rhinoceros beetle, desolation row, fig tart, rhinoceros beetle, singularity point, Giotto, angel, hydrango, rhinoceros beetle, singularity point, secret emperor. I'll engrave these words on 2 of my stands so I won't forget them. What is most necessary is courage. I must have the courage to destroy my stand momentarily. As it deteriorates, my stand will absorb the souls of the 36 sinners and will give birth to something utterly new. Whatever is born will be awoken. It will show interest in the 14 phrases that my trusted friend will utter. My friend will trust me and I will become his friend. Lastly, I need the appropriate location. North latitude 28 degrees 24 minutes, less longitude 80 degrees 36 minutes. Go there and wait for new moon. That's when heaven will come. Now, when I first read that, like for the first time, I initially thought, what does this all fucking mean? Because initially, I won't lie, I was confused. Y'all may call me dumb for that, but I was a little confused. But everything he said in this excerpt is the exact phases we followed through in part 6, all the way even up to the green baby being born. Because if some of y'all forgot or even don't know, the green baby is literally just born out of Dio/Jonathan's bone. That's why Poochie gets the Joestar birthmark, and that's also why Weather Report gets the Joestar birthmark, because they're twins. Don't ask me questions. Fate, twins, yeah. If you can explain it better than me, like why Weather has the Joestar birthmark, go ahead. I'm not judging. But it's also important to note, Dio, it's unknown how Dio in particular came up with the whole plan, really. And I'm not trying to get into any of the light novel stuff. I'm really trying to keep it canon, but in the Over Heaven light novel, the 14 phrases that Dio says, they're basically just a lullaby that Dio's mother used to sing to him when he was a child. Yeah, the Over Heaven light novel actually goes in a lot on Dio's relationship with like his family and just his relationship with like culture and things like that. And it also talks a little bit about why he hated Jonathan. It's a really dumb reason. But to match everything from the excerpt and from the diary up, the trusted friend that Dio needed was Enrico Pucci. The 36 sinners were basically everyone Enrico Pucci had under him in the Stone Ocean prison. What is supposed to be Dio's stand is substituted with one of Dio's bones, you know, as I was talking about earlier. And that's how the green baby is born, because the bone is buried into the ground and it uses the blood of the 36 sinners in order to birth the green baby. As we remember, the green baby's birth was pretty fucking weird. And of course, the 14 phrases, which those 14 phrases, as I said earlier, once Pucci mumbled them, it was over. That's why we saw that super big flash of light once him and the green baby fused, because those 14 phrases caused that. And also caused Poochie to change himself, because now he had technically become again part Joestar. He had Joestar blood, making it make sense why he could actually track Joestars down. In the location referred to the space station, we see the Sea Moon vs. Jolene fight, and inevitably Made in Heaven coming out happening. You know, that's why Poochie said heaven will come, made in heaven. Now I also want to touch up on the green baby a little bit, because I had to mention how it got the souls of 36 people. Well, Sports Max used his stand, Limp Bizkit, to, that was the undead one, to put the bone, I'm pretty sure, somewhere, or it disappeared, then it showed back up into the conflict cell. And essentially all it did was it would touch prisoners. And once it touches prisoners, they would get so infected to the point where they felt like they needed to go out into the sunlight. And as soon as they went into the sunlight, they'll become plants. Yes, I'm not joking. They will become plants. But to make it even stranger, you know, after the green baby was born, the green baby had its own stand, you know, and granted, that's the souls of 37 people, including DIO. But goddamn, own stand. So technically, there's like 4 main stands we see in part 6, because almost everybody got a damn stand. But the green baby, that shrinking stand though, it was low-key tough. I actually enjoyed that arc. Sometimes I think about all the things that really could have stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures though. Like, before I go, you know, dolphins, bears, you know, it's like a lot of things, you know, staplers. It could be a smooth stapler stand out there somewhere you don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's an ATM stand. But that's all I got for y'all in the video. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.